What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a very interesting Liverpool transfer news video, and this video is all about Philippe Coutinho, and also I will talk about other Liverpool transfer news as well. And there are a lot of reports coming out that Barcelona decided that they will let Coutinho leave on loan. And first, L'Equipe, the French newspaper, reported that Arsenal agreed a loan deal with Barcelona for the loan deal of Coutinho. But then Julien Laurent, an ESPN journalist who is well connected in French football, rubbished that claim, and he claims that Arsenal were never even interested in taking Coutinho out on loan. And then TalkSport is reporting that Liverpool threw their hat into the ring of the Philippe Coutinho loan deal. Liverpool will rival Tottenham, Man United, Arsenal for the Coutinho loan deal, according to TalkSport. But also there are other news sources reporting that Tottenham are interested in taking Coutinho on loan, and Tottenham are negotiating with Barcelona. But it's a very tough negotiation for Tottenham because the loan fee is about 20 million euros, which is pretty steep for a one-year loan. But also Coutinho wants a big wage, and Tottenham's wage structure I'm not sure can accommodate Coutinho's wages. But we shall wait and see. Liverpool are also monitoring the situation, and they are interested in taking Coutinho out on loan, according to TalkSport and various other English news outlets. So let me know guys, do you want Liverpool to sign Coutinho on loan? I will be honest, I will be devastated and gutted if Coutinho turned up in another Premier League club and played for them for a full season. When I heard that Arsenal agreed a loan deal first, I had this very sick feeling in my stomach. I mean, Liverpool have the finances to afford Coutinho on loan, definitely. And last month even Coutinho's agent said that it will be very difficult for Coutinho to play for any other club apart from Liverpool, because he still has Liverpool in his heart. So I really hope that Coutinho doesn't do a Michael Owen basically and play for another of our rivals. I mean, Arsenal are not really our rivals right now for the title, but Tottenham could be if they sign Coutinho, and they are also in talks to sign Paulo Dybala. Yes, Tottenham apparently agreed a fee of a £65 million transfer fee for Paulo Dybala with Juventus, but personal terms haven't been agreed yet. Again, the wages will be a problem for Tottenham because their wage structure is a lot lower than basically any other top 6 Premier League club. But this is what Coutinho's agent said recently. Man United is a great club. I have players there and I have all the respect for them, but as far as Philippe Coutinho goes, it would be an extremely difficult to a near impossible move. It would be very difficult for Philippe to play for any of Liverpool's rivals because he has such a great affinity towards Liverpool. His time there was fantastic, and Philippe still has Liverpool in his heart. And this is where the problem starts for me. I mean, is he talking about Liverpool's rival as in terms of the rivalry between the clubs like Man United and Liverpool are big rivals? Or is he talking about rivals in the Premier League title race, rivals in the Premier League top 4 race? Because there are many layers to this. If he's only talking about like Liverpool's direct rivals in terms of the history of a rivalry between Liverpool and other clubs, then you could see Man United and Everton as Liverpool's biggest rivals. But if he's talking about Liverpool's rivals as in rivals on the pitch right now for the Premier League title race, I think Tottenham still comes into this picture, even though Tottenham only just finished 1 point ahead of Arsenal in the top 4. But up until like February or March, Tottenham were in the title race. And with Coutinho and Dybala, oh my goodness, if they sign those two players, they will be direct rivals of Liverpool, definitely. As I could even imagine them being direct rivals to Liverpool and Man City, to the Premier League title race. It would be a disaster to see Coutinho play for either Tottenham or Arsenal. Even even more so with Arsenal. I think if he plays for Tottenham, I think Tottenham are not as big of a historic rival to Liverpool, but for the title race, Tottenham could be a big rival for Liverpool. So I don't want Coutinho to turn up at any other Premier League club but Liverpool. And at the moment, we don't really know what Jurgen Klopp wants. Are Liverpool really interested, or are the newspapers just reporting this just to lump in Liverpool with other clubs? I'm not sure. And this is what the agent said. Like all big players, at some point, you want to experience a different thing in your career because your career is very short. But Coutinho's Anfield exit has no reflection on the fact that his heart and his affinity is very much with Liverpool. If that is true, then Coutinho shouldn't go to either Arsenal or Tottenham or Man United or any other Premier League club. He should only go for Liverpool. But as a Sky Sports transfer guru Gavek Solhekova explained, maybe Coutinho needs Liverpool more than Liverpool needs Coutinho. This is what he said. I think it's to do with the way Coutinho left the club. The way he left Liverpool and agitated for a move to Barcelona. We had the whole situation where he wasn't playing because he had a back injury. I'm not sure that the majority of Liverpool fans have forgiven him yet for the way he behaved. I'm sure that he regrets some of the things that happened and some of the things that were said, and I'm not really sure that Liverpool need him at the moment. They came so close to winning the title last season. They won the Champions League. You've got to trust in Jurgen Klopp. If Jurgen Klopp wanted Philippe Coutinho, I think he would be able to pull that deal off, and I'm sure Liverpool owners would back him. Coutinho needs Liverpool more than Liverpool needs him. At this moment in time, that's true, but I still think that Liverpool needs Coutinho. Maybe not as much as Coutinho needs Liverpool right now, because Coutinho just wants a way out of his Barcelona nightmare at the moment. But yeah, I mean, you can't argue with the fact that Liverpool would be a much better team with Coutinho in their ranks. I mean, the way Coutinho played in his last 6 months for Liverpool was out of this world. He scored like 12 goals in a half a season and many assists, and he was playing a blinder. And if he can get back to that form at Liverpool, then it will be a huge help for Liverpool, and I think that could mean the difference between winning the title or coming second. I seriously mean it. So if there is a chance, and I think right now it's pretty obvious, the door is wide open for Coutinho to return to Liverpool, from Barcelona. And if there is a chance, and if there is a big chance now, Jurgen Klopp should go for it. I mean, yes, who I am to tell Jurgen Klopp what to do. I just want what's best for my beloved Liverpool FC. I just want Liverpool to have as good a chance to win the Premier League, the Champions League, and all the other trophies as possible. I want them to be as strong as possible. And right now, with Coutinho, Liverpool's midfield would be stronger than without Coutinho. And financially, it's not a big transfer to pull off. It's not like 100 or 120 million that we have to pay to Barcelona to buy Coutinho out. It's just one season loan. And then we shall wait and see what happens. We shall wait and see how Coutinho performs. And that's one thing that Liverpool need Coutinho, and Liverpool would be better with Coutinho. The other thing is, it would weaken one of our rivals. If Coutinho goes to Tottenham or Arsenal, it's a huge boost to their midfield, and it's a much better midfield than it was before. And I'm not saying that Arsenal or Tottenham will finish above Liverpool with Coutinho, but it will make the games more difficult. It will make the finishing above them a little bit more difficult, in my opinion. And the Telegraph are stating that Barcelona are okay with Coutinho's exit as long as the club who takes him out on loan pay an extravagant 21 million loan fee. And this is what Gerard Piqué said about this transfer news. I don't know, obviously I want Coutinho to stay, but at the end of the day, it's what he wants, and I want him to be happy. Let's see, until the last day of the transfer market, we will not know if he stays or not. But it's not my decision, it's the club's decision, and it's Philippe Coutinho's decision. So even PK confirms here that Coutinho wants to leave Barcelona. So at this point there is no doubt about that. And Liverpool have just loaned Harry Wilson to Bournemouth for the full season loan, which I'm pretty disappointed about. I didn't want Harry Wilson to go out on loan, but it makes sense in terms of he will play in the Premier League, he will play a lot more games than at Liverpool, and then after the season finishes, Liverpool can assess whether we should sell Harry Wilson or keep Harry Wilson. And that's the two options after his Bournemouth season is finished. He will be too old back at that point to go on another loan. So I think Liverpool will decide whether he's good enough to play for Liverpool or not. And at Bournemouth he has every chance, because Bournemouth is a good club, they are playing good football, and Harry Wilson also needs a lot of minutes in the Premier League, in my opinion, to really show what he can do. And if he shines in the Premier League, it's a win-win for Bournemouth, for Liverpool, and for Harry Wilson himself. So it's only up to Harry Wilson to show how good he is and whether he can cope really with the Premier League. So let's talk about the potential of Coutinho going to Tottenham. So Tottenham are interested in getting Coutinho out on loan. They are also linked with Bruno Fernandes, Giovanni Lo Celso, and that would likely signal the exit of Christian Eriksen. Eriksen is linked to Real Madrid and to Manchester United as well. And Mauricio Pochettino is a big fan of Coutinho's work rate. This is what he said. That makes us doubt whether he fits the mold of a typical Brazilian player or a European one, because his work ethic is outstanding. Pochettino, during his short loan spell on loan in 2012, was the manager of Espanyol, and Coutinho had a loan spell there, so he worked with Pochettino before. So maybe there is a personal connection where Pochettino could persuade Coutinho to join Tottenham. I really don't want Coutinho to go to Tottenham, but at this point it's sadly it's not up to me, it's up to probably Coutinho and what he decides to do. And Jurgen Klopp previously, when a loan deal wasn't in the question, actually commented on potentially signing Coutinho. This is what Jurgen Klopp said, and I quote, "In general, Philippe Coutinho helps each team in the world stay 100%. It's not about that. I like Philippe Coutinho, I think he's a fantastic footballer and all that stuff, but it would be a big money signing. And it's not our year for that. It's not Liverpool's year to make a huge money signing. It's just not possible. As I said, having him would make each team better, us included, but I really hope that he finds his luck at Barcelona. Or maybe he found it there. We have contact, but not that close contact that I know exactly how he's doing, but the rest is only newspaper talk and stuff like that. If everything was true, that what the newspapers write about me, wow, if it's similar to what they write about me, I would say he's completely happy at Barcelona and wants to sign a new 6-year contract or whatever. At the moment, what we can tell from this interview is that Jurgen Klopp thinks Coutinho would help Liverpool. He would make us a better team. And now that the loan deal is a possibility, who knows? Maybe behind the scenes, Jurgen Klopp is working on getting Coutinho back on a 1-year loan. So Daniel Levy, the Spurs, the Tottenham chairman, would prefer to sell Eriksen to a Spanish club or somebody overseas, somebody who is not a Premier League direct rival. But he also is reluctant to allow such a big player like Eriksen to leave Tottenham for absolutely nothing, because remember Eriksen's contract is expiring next summer, so he has just 1 year left on his contract. And if Tottenham don't sell Eriksen right now and Eriksen doesn't sign a new contract, and it looks like it at the moment that he won't, Eriksen can negotiate with Premier League clubs in next summer, and then he can negotiate with any other club apart from Premier League clubs as early as the January transfer window. So Tottenham are really backed into the corner. They can't afford, after building a huge new stadium with a lot of money, to lose one of their star players, Eriksen. He would command a transfer fee of 50 million pounds in many countries, in my opinion. And Tottenham are linked with all sorts of players. The newspapers are saying that Dybala the Dybala deal is very close. Other newspapers are saying that Tottenham are close to signing Real Betis midfielder Giovanni Lo Celso. They both would be very, very good players for Tottenham. They are both very, very good. And I'm a little bit worried that if Tottenham pull off all these transfers, then they will be mighty strong next season with the new stadium and everything. And there is a really good vibe around Tottenham being their first Champions League final in their history last season. They are only getting stronger. So I think that Liverpool need to act fast. There is still one more day after today to go in the transfer window. So I really hope that Liverpool pull out their finger and sign Coutinho or somebody else who can help Liverpool. And Jurgen Klopp spoke of his admiration of Liverpool youngster Kiana Hover. This is what he said about the youngster, and I quote, "Kiana is a wonderful kid and a sensational young player who can learn so much, especially in the Napoli game when he came on the left side. It was maybe his best 15 minutes in the preseason. The boys try to adapt to what we ask them for. We don't tell them too much because we want them young and fresh and open. Take the information from the training pitch before I tell them something. They are like soldiers, and it's not the right thing. Information is not there to delete all the other information you had before and to start thinking what the boss wants. They are with us. They had all the development they did without me, and that's why we let them go early from the Evian training camp. You can, from time to time, especially with physical demands, were really heavy for him to take. You forget so quickly that these boys are so young. He's still 17, it's just crazy, but everything will be fine. He's a fantastic footballer, and I'm really happy that we have him for longer." And Kiana Hover made 5 appearances in pre-season, and he looked comfortable in a senior team surroundings. And if you could consider that he's only 17 years old, that's pretty remarkable. And another story is that Pepe Reina thinks that it's a huge disgrace basically of Liverpool not winning the Premier League title after getting 97 points. This is what Pepe Reina said in an interview. To make 97 points and to arrive second is just disgraceful. It's unbelievable. What else can you do to be champions? Credit to Manchester City also, because they won their last 15 or 16 games, which is unbelievable. It's about time Liverpool won the league. They have been working really well in the last 4 years since Jurgen Klopp came to the club. It's a competitive league, but I would say this season it will be a close fight between Man City and Liverpool. So that's what Pepe Reina said, and I agree with him. It's such a shame that there is this incredibly strong Man City team, both with a lot of money together, that pipped Liverpool to the title, because otherwise, I mean, no other club would be anywhere near Liverpool. And let's see what happens this season. It looks like it will be again Man City and Liverpool battling it out for the title. But if Tottenham pull out all these transfers, they can be in the title race at least until February and March. And the top 4 race is fascinating. I can't really predict who will finish 3rd and 4th. Maybe Tottenham will be in the top 4, and then Chelsea, Arsenal, Man United. It's anybody's guess. It will be very close. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.